Hi, this is Gary Trainin. I'm the chair of the Department of Teaching, Learning, and Teacher Education, and I'd like to welcome you to Fall 2020. I know this is a challenging time, but we at the Department of Teaching, Learning, and Teacher Education want to make sure that you have a safe and productive semester.
In order to keep everyone safe, it's important to have built-in social distancing processes and procedures. For instance, consider conducting as many meetings as possible using remote technology, such as Zoom. Furthermore, while the risk dial is in orange or red, there should be no in-person meetings of any kind. When you do find yourself in person with one or more individuals, make sure there is at least 6 feet of distance between you and them. Capacities of various spaces have been carefully assigned based on a person's ability to keep a 6-foot bubble around themselves. In practice, physical distancing can be made easier simply by providing environments where people are less likely to accidentally violate social distancing norms. One way this is achieved is through careful furniture placement. Furniture has been strategically placed throughout classrooms and common areas throughout Henslick in an attempt to discourage close proximity. Therefore, please don't move any furniture. It has been placed where it is for that reason. Each space has also been carefully evaluated to determine the appropriate maximum capacity to still allow individuals a 6-foot bubble. These capacity numbers are posted on signs throughout common areas. You're encouraged to start looking at these signs so you can familiarize yourself with the capacity expectations for the spaces you visit. In fact, there has been an explosion of signage around campus designed to keep you safe. Please respect all the signage and always follow the directives indicated on the signs. In the spirit of respecting capacity considerations, please exercise restraint and minimize your interactions with others in common areas, such as office suites and lobbies, hallways and stairways, the kitchen in Henslick 39, and all copy rooms. We are limiting copy room capacities to 1 person at a time. Another action that's been put in place to keep you safe is the implementation of traffic patterns in Henslick Hall. If we can keep people moving in the same direction, we can reduce the amount of cross-traffic, and we can make it more possible for a person to control the horizontal and vertical space they have as they move through the hall. So make sure you pay attention to the signs on the walls and floors and follow those traffic patterns. In order to control the flow of traffic in the department main office, everyone is asked to simply use the back door when coming in to check mail. Although we'll be sad we won't get to see you, it is not necessary to come through the main lobby area when you're simply checking to see if you have mail. Since it is important to limit the number of people in the back room, we have determined that only staff will be allowed to use the copy machine in Henslick 118. There are other copiers for instructor use throughout the building. To specifically speak to Henslick's traffic patterns, the main floor has been designated with a one-way traffic flow, where people will move east to west among the corridor. The second floor will have a bit less traffic, so there is not a designated direction, although if you exit left whenever leaving a classroom on the second floor, you will be contributing to safe traffic patterns. Much thought has gone into how we can feasibly keep people safe and physically distant while still enjoying the experience of in-person instruction and services. In order to keep each other safe, please adhere to these new procedures and respect the distance between yourself and others. Thank you.
Another important component to keeping yourself safe is to monitor yourself daily for any symptoms that could be related to COVID-19. The 3 most common symptoms are fever, cough, and shortness of breath, but a more extensive and continually updated list can be found on the Center for Disease Control's website. If you do have symptoms of COVID-19, stay home and contact your healthcare provider, Department of Health and Human Services, and/or the University Health Center. Similarly, it is also necessary to stay home if you come into close contact with someone with COVID-19. Staying home means not coming to in-person classes, work, or other activities here at the university. If you are a student, contact your instructor to tell them you are staying home. Be sure to be familiar with any updated attendance policies as well. If you are an instructor, please contact the department office to let us know you are staying home. Finally, if you are self-quarantined, let us know. and we are happy to assist with shifting your instruction to a different mode. If you are visiting the main office in Henslick 118, you will be asked to record your name and your time in and out in a log at the front desk for the purpose of contact tracing. We will have hand sanitizer and clean pens at the front desk for this process.
Keep common areas uncluttered to ease in cleaning and disinfecting. So if you have stacks of student files on surfaces that go back to 1985, it might be a good idea to go ahead and call for some shredding bins so you can get in there and clean those hard-to-reach spaces. Please avoid bringing and storing food as much as possible in the office. I'm adding that part. Eat it in your car. Store it in your car. No, don't store it in your car. Don't store it in your car. But if you must, there's still the refrigerator, which apparently will be cleaned out every week. That's a promise. That's a threat. That's what? It's a rule. Refrigerators will be cleaned out every week. If you're sharing a keyboard or a workstation, make sure that you disinfect it before and after you use it. All shared coffee mugs, utensils, and coffee makers, you'll notice, have been removed from community spaces in our offices and common areas. Instructors, if you could please remember to bring your keys with you to campus, that would be great. Each instructor will be issued their own dry erase markers. And lastly, thoroughly wash your hands with soap and water.
In order to maintain yourselves protected, we have included personal protective equipment, or PPE, all around the building. Items such as hand sanitizing stations are at your disposal to use. Note, these are also accessible in other areas on campus as well as outside. Other personal protective equipment we will use to ensure safety are gloves. Our staff will mostly be using these, but they are also available to whom may need them. We have installed plexiglass on our front desk to maintain a barrier and make social distance easier for visitors. We just ask that instructors could please wear their pictures so that others may be able to recognize them, even with the coverings. Speaking of coverings, you must wear one such as a mask or a face shield in the classrooms and other common areas. The reason for that is if a COVID-19 carrier were to walk in without a mask, that would put our people who are wearing a mask at a moderately high risk. Even with plexiglass installed, this does not replace face coverings. We would like to maintain the probability of getting COVID low by ensuring all personnel are wearing their masks and visitors. Pictured, we have clear instructions on how to care for your mask. Wash your hands before and after touching face covering. Inspect it for any tears and holes. If it has none, it is safe for use. Place the loop over your ears and ensure it is worn properly by pushing down on the stiff or metal part that goes over the nose. To remove and wash, grab the loops and pull them away from your face. Please wash and dry after each day's use. For best results, wash with laundry detergent and the hottest water suitable for fabric. Dry on high heat. Remember to maintain a 6-foot distance from others. For more instructions on use, care, cleaning, maintenance, removal, and disposal of personal protective equipment, please visit the CDC government website. Thank you, and we can't wait to see you again.
The pandemic is an ongoing challenge. Making sure our community is safe is paramount. We know that our actions matter and that part of our actions is remaining informed. The best way to achieve that is to attend to university emails and actively use reliable resources endorsed by the university. We hope you stay safe.